Bada bing, bada boom. You know what it is. Geeks Chat. We're back with the kid, that Gene, the
What's
Silverback.
up? Here we go.
How we doing, brother?
All good. You and yourself?
Chilling, man. Back in the laboratory. I'm glad to see you again, bro. I know we haven't chatted in a minute, bro. I know I saw you at that CFF
PFL.
campus.
Yeah.
I saw just said what's up to you, but bro, it's been a minute.
Yeah. How are you? How is that? How do you live over there?
Yeah, I live in Fort Lauderdale, so that's where the HQ's at, right in Fort Lauderdale. So
Okay.
yeah, I make the commute. I mean, the geeks are always on the scene. If it's in Florida, we try to make the drive. We're always trying to show
Really?
get some content, some interviews, you know what I'm saying?
That is awesome. That is awesome. Good for you guys. That's what you need to be doing. That's how you get yourself out there. That is awesome.
Yeah, for sure, bro. So, bro, let's get right into this because, a lot of time missed, as I've been saying, dog. You fought September 30th in Combate against
Yeah.
Jordi Mendina. And I've been meaning to ask you, bro, was there some beef coming into that fight? I know you got the win by
Oh,
decision, but
yeah.
was getting in
I
your
mean, there was no beef for me. Like I was just like, so during the weigh-ins, the weigh-in process and everything, I weigh in at 170 on the dot, right? And I'm looking at this guy outside because there's a little room before you go in to actually weigh in yourself. And I'm looking at this guy outside. I'm realizing, okay, yeah, this is my opponent. But I'm just looking at this guy and I'm just like, all right, whatever. Looking at me, he says nothing to me. So we go inside. He weighs in before me. I weigh in. And then he goes, I'm surprised you made weight. And I'm like, oh shit. Who the fuck is this guy? And I'm like, hey, I made weight especially for you. And I'm like, I'm surprised you took the fight. So I come back at him with that. I'm like, I'm surprised you took the fight. And he was like, oh, all right, yeah. I'm gonna show you why I took. He's like, oh, show you why I took the fight. And then my boys came up and was like, wait, what's going on? What's going on? And he says to my team captain, he goes, let the big guys talking. Right there, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna slap the shit out of this guy right now. But then they told me to relax. I was like, you know what? Keep talking. I'll show you tomorrow why you shouldn't have taken this fight. And then he was like a little, oh my gosh, I cannot explain it more with the how pussy he sounded. Is it okay if I curse so much?
Yeah, you're chilling.
You know how pussy this man sounded. He was like, I'll show you why they call me the king. I was like, you're the king of gestures. That's what you are. And then, we left it at that. They all broke us up and then he walked out. And I was like, all right, then. All right. Give me more fuel for my fight. People think that's going to get me upset. Oh, you're going to get in my head. Bro, my oldest brothers have been getting in my head since I was a child. There's no way anyone can get in my head these days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been fortified since birth.
Yeah. I mean, bro, that little brother, I mean, I've got one and I already know what I do to him. So,
yeah, exactly.
So the regional scene, I mean, well, let's stay on this fight. So how would the fight go in your eyes? What'd you take from it? Obviously, you went to 3 rounds the first time in your pro career. You didn't get to finish. So tell me a little
Yeah.
bit about it. Was this a tough guy, I imagine?
He was tough. Like he not like, oh, he was tough as in he was tough as in durable. Like I was hitting this guy clean and flush with some hits and stuffing his takedown defenses. He just kept coming. Of course, I got the cardio for it when it comes to if I'm staying on my feet, pushing, and just punching this guy up, kicking this guy in the head, taking his legs out. But he just kept coming forward, hitting him with flush uppercuts and, making this guy bleed. But he was just durable enough to just keep coming forward. And I was like, all right, yeah, this guy's got it. He's getting good. But of course that's not going to phase me. I'm just going to keep touching you, keep piecing you up and everything like that. But I feel like this fight here was like a level up for me. And I was happy that I was able to go the distance because, I didn't want my first time ever going a distance with some guy in the big leagues who is going to be tougher than him, And again, it was good for me because I realized that I can go the distance too as well. Like you said, it was my first time going a distance and I finished all my other opponents off. And even though while I was trying to finish this guy off, he kept coming, but the pace kept saying same. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep hitting this guy. I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna keep keeping this guy, stuffing his takedowns. He's gonna try to take him down. I'm gonna stuff it. This guy's been wrestling since he was, they said 4 years old. He's been wrestling, so it gave me a shot of confidence that I could stop this guy's wrestling. And just even with my last fight, my previous fight before that in LFA, how I was able to stuff that Viking Sarek Shields takedowns as well, and he's been wrestling forever as well. And his whole tactic is ground and pound, take you down, ground and pound. If I can stop these guys from taking me down, then I'm ready for anybody. You know?
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, getting stuck on the feet with the silverback is definitely not the spot to be. Yeah. So, dude, this is the next question I was gonna ask is, in 2 years, you've been, going through the regional scene. It's kind of crazy. You've got 4 fights and they're all different promotions. You go CES, CFFC, Combate, LFA. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, now I guess you've taken the big stride. You're taking the leap. You're going to the PFL Challenger Series. That's going down January 27th. That's going to be sweet. You already have an opponent, Eric Alakine or Alacoin. I don't know how to say his name. He's 7-0. So it's a pretty good opponent. I imagine on paper, it looks like a firecracker matchup. What's your perspective looking in on this fight? I know obviously you're just telling me your camp was killing. Give me a little bit of inside scoop. How we looking for January 27th?
With terms of like how we're training for this guy, it's just if this guy, it's just grueling. The camp is grueling for more of like a wrestler's camp, of course, because I can stay on my feet the whole time and I'll be good with that. But this guy Eric Alaquin is a black belt in jiu-jitsu, which I couldn't care less for. Okay, I'm just saying that he's black belt in jiu-jitsu, but unless you know how to honestly use that jiu-jitsu with MMA, honestly know how to use it. I mean, like you go for a leg lock, but how did you get to that leg lock? Did you just go into a leg lock like you're pulling guard? Then I'm going to smash and smack your face, and I'm going to, really stomp you out, turn you into a blue belt. You know what I mean? And then just constant, flowing, constant jiu-jitsu, more jiu-jitsu classes, doing some privates with Jay-Z because his footlocks are, excruciating. If I can get out of his footlocks, which I'm still working on, then I can get on anybody's footlocks, and then of course I'm doing some privates with Daniel as well, trying to, do what I need to do when we're standing up, when I need to take this guy's head off. You know what I mean? So the whole plan is, if this guy tries to come in, maybe knee to the face, maybe an uppercut. If he stands on his feet, then most likely he's going to try to throw straight two. I'm going to slip and I'm going to throw an uppercut, or I'm just going to throw a roundhouse to his head and take him out that way.
Yeah, 100%. So I know last time we spoke, I was talking to you about, Contender Series and PFL and all these kind of different things that were going to be popping up. I mean, obviously, here you are taking the Challenger Series fight. So was this more of like we're not going to sit around and wait for other things to pop up? This is kind of like one of the first things that came and you just kind of took it? Or was this like a more of a calculated thing? Like, you kind of were looking at PFL for a while and kind of knew you were going there.
So I did have choice, but it was, like you say, more calculated because I did have the choice on where I wanted to go with in terms of next year, and went to PFL because it's not so much of a, I can build my brand in PFL. I don't have to come into the PFL with a brand, if you understand what I mean. Going into the UFC, the guys are most likely popular already to get a fight. Going into Bellator, they're either popular or Bellator is favoring them to make them popular or build their fighter. But at PFL, there's nothing like that. I can be a good fighter that I am, and as I continue winning my matches, I can build my brand over there because they do have an audience, and of course they're also over in UK as well, so I can make my brand over international as well. So it's more calculated with the business wise.
Gotcha. And is it like I know that the Challenger Series is, I think they hand out like one contract, I think it is. And they usually have like those guest hosts and stuff. Like I know they had like Ray Lewis and stuff last year, which is kind of dope, fight in front of those guys. What's the scheme? Is it the same scheme this year?
As in, what do you mean same scheme?
Like, is it one contract winner?
I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, because I know that they had like it was kind of like they would hand one out. But I don't know, because I know that a lot of the same guys that fought on the Challenger Series continued through the, to fight on just regular PFL.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it's just one contract. I think it's one contract per fight. Like who wins this fight gets the contract, because there's gonna be 4 of us fighting on January in the welterweight class, and I'm pretty sure each winner gets a contract. And if anything, I feel like even if you don't win, if it was like a nice, good match and it was like a war, maybe they both get contracts. You know, like how Dana White does it in his Container Series. Like even if you didn't win, but you put on a war and a show for the crowds because it's like a celebrity panel type thing that they're running. Maybe celebrities or the fans get to choose who they want to go through, and even if you did win, you probably get to get a chance to go through because they liked you, they fell in love with you as a fighter. So there are probably many different options. I can't be too sure to tell you which one is for sure.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I mean, I know that they do have that like fan vote that they like to put on the screen during those PFL fights. So
Yeah,
maybe they'll incorporate something. I know that they're still. Did they make it known that it's in Florida? Is it going down in Florida?
I don't think they've made it known though. I don't know if it's known that it's in Florida because I remember last year it was Orlando.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it could be Orlando again this year as well. So
Okay. Yeah, for sure. And let's talk about the
that's
gym,
what I'm thinking
bro.
it is.
Let's talk about the gym a little bit because I keep seeing you on social medias. I think I saw Ian Heinisch in there. You were hitting pads with Ian Heinisch, and then you got
Yeah,
the RoboCop lurking around in there. Like these guys weren't in there a year ago when we last talked. Like this is like a new evolution. Like give us a little insight. What's going on over there at Fight Sports Deerfield?
man, we're being recognized. I mean, like we're a gym. You can go to any other gym, and yeah, they're good as well. But we're a gym that's going to help every fighter. Like if you're in there and you want to fight, truly you want to fight, and we see that you're dedicated, then we'll teach you. You don't have to be the best. You don't have to come in like a ATT, and you have to be the best, and then they may pick you up as one of the fighters that they fight with. And down the street we have Sanford Killcliff that they turned into. It's like they're 5 minutes away from myself. Daniel, our striking coach, is super high level, super high level striking coach. And, a lot of people, a lot of people want to strike with him right now. Even Gilbert Burns is striking with him for his upcoming match with Neil Magny. And I was able to help Gilbert with some of his camps to get ready for that fight. Just like I did last when I was helping Gregory get ready for Chidi. So it's like super. I mean, like it's amazing that I could be around such freaking monsters. You know what I mean? Like there's like you learn like what number 5 means. Like I mean Gilbert Burns is number 5 in the UFC. And you've seen people like Hamzat go from no ring to all the way up there, and you're like, maybe anybody can do it. But then after that, you're training with these guys, and you're like, nah, they're number 5 for a reason. They're number 5 for a reason. Gilbert Burns could take me down. Like, it's a big thing, to me when I think someone in my weight class can take me down. And not even take me down, keep me down. This guy was smashing, bro, like crazy. I'm amazed still by how like technical. He's not using muscle because I'm probably stronger in that sense of strong using muscle, but he was using technique. And the way he held me, had me on the ground, made me feel like I was drowning, or there was like rubble on top of me. I was under a house that just fell in an earthquake. Like I was like this is the type of things like, and going against someone like Gregory, this guy hits like a truck, like a Mack truck, like boom, boom, boom. Like if he hits you flush, you're gone for sure.
You're smell. Yeah,
For
dude.
sure. And Ian Heinisch. We have Ian Heinisch. We have Nate Marquardt. Again, these guys are awesome. Like Ian Heinisch is like great with his pressure. Now great pressure wrestling and everything like that. But now he's working, he's striking with Daniel, and he still comes around to our wrestling classes and grappling because again, we have Jay-Z as well. Jay-Z Conte, who's also a legend within the sport, who has amazing grappling technique that he's just helping us with. And then we have Nate Marquardt, who's also a legend, who destroyed Tyron Woodley. And when he's out there, it's just again more knowledge, and he's out there to learn too. He's still out there to learn, pick up stuff. But even though he's out there learning, pick up stuff, he's still dropping like bombs on us, little micro bombs on us every now and then. So it's like it's a perfect time to be at the gym if you're trying to be like that fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you guys have a really dope thing going on over there. I even saw, did you go down to train with Vitor Belfort or did he come over down to you guys?
Uh, I went over to his boxing gym to the boxing gym he was at to go train with him because again he wanted to train with Daniel Mendez. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to train with this guy because he's trained everybody. Like when he tells you of all the people he trains, and you know, I have horrible face to recognizing anybody's face, but like to when you say their name, I'm just like, I don't know who you're talking about. And just he shows me these people, I'm like, bro, you train what? You know, what? Damn, like trains everybody. He's it'd be stupid of you to be in his regular classes, not paying for his actual privates, to not be soaking everything that these people can show you and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it like a added pressure at all that like, you know, like finally, you know, your gym's gonna be getting this like recognition? I saw like the PFL promo cameras are shooting through the gym and they got you at the beach and it's really gonna be like, you know, the biggest spotlight your gym's really gonna have had, right? So I mean,
Probably, yeah.
is that like some added pressure or is that just something that you like, you know, helps you going into this fight?
No such thing as pressure. I don't feel pressure from anything outside of the fight. I don't feel any pressure from any, like people ask that all the time. Oh, they're doing this. No, don't feel pressure. I like doing it. If anything, I like the well, sometimes, you know, I like to being able to help out and contribute to the team as much as I can. You know what I mean? Because it's awesome. Like they're doing such a big thing for me, then this is the least I can do for them.
Yeah, facts. And then ending this year, obviously, we're gonna open up 2023 here. You got a big fight in the 27th. What are the goals? Obviously, you know, you want to win this first fight in an impressive fashion. But what are your goals for the end of 2023? Do you have anything specific? Like, did you want to get to a certain number of wins or something like that?
Well, I want to win this series. That's one. I want to win that $1 million. That's like the number one goal. Number two, I want the belt. Number three, if there is a freaking, oh my gosh, like I'm just waiting for these things to happen, like a cross platform of like promotions, big promotions. They're top fighters fighting each other. I want to be the number one pick that they have to go fight people in the UFC, people in Bellator, people in one championship. I want to be that guy that they want to like. I want there to be no if, ands, or buts if I'm the guy that they at least one of the guys that they pick to do this. Number three, I want to get into modeling, of course. Well, because I should have already, but training gives me no time. Number five, I don't know. A lot of things. There's a lot of things I want to do. Business wise, when it comes to it.
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta drop
always
that merch.
Yeah, merch as well. Like I'm telling you, there's a lot of business things I want to do in 2023 that I want to make sure that is done by the end of the year.
For sure, bro. And just gotta keep running up that damn hill. I don't know where that hill is at, bro, but
It's in Davie.
then you drive 34 minutes to get
34 minutes.
hill.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's only once a week, so it's not crazy.
Okay. Yeah, but it's usually in the morning, right?
Yeah, it's early in the morning and the sun's freaking torching out there, so it's amazing, but it's tiring at the same time. It's still what you need for if you want that push.
Yeah, maybe the geeks will link up with you at that hill one of these times and
Hey, come through. Let me know.
we'll come busted up the hill.
Yeah, come through. Sundays or Saturday or Sundays, anytime on the weekend.
All right, well, bro, after your fight on the 27th, go get that W, Silverback Nation, and let's jump back on a Geeks call and let's spew it out. Let's talk about it. Let's get it going.
Man. Thanks for having me back on the show, brother.
No problem, brother. Thanks for coming on. That's the Silverback 4-0, 24 years old. Check him out. Challenger Series, PFL. Let's go. Thanks for coming on,
baby.
Everybody.
Let's go.
Peace out.
Let's go. Have a good one.